Coming off a 3-1 victory yesterday, the Roseburg Indians back at home facing off against the Sprague Olympians here at Bill Gray Legion Stadium, Champion Car Wash Field. Hey, Uretsky, happy to be with you this afternoon as the Indians now are 6-3 on the season, taking on the 5-3 Sprague Olympians. Yesterday, the 3-1 victory over North Medford, a big win for the Indians. They're able to improve up to 3-1 in league play this season. Picked up a win against South Medford last weekend. Picked up a win against North Medford yesterday. If you're beating South and North, you're doing something right, and that's certainly where the Indians feel like they're at this point in the season, at a 6-3 record and a 3-1 record in league play. Now, yesterday in the first inning, it was Jake Johnson, the pitcher for the Indians, that got the party started. He had an RBI single in the first inning, bringing in Paxton Burke, who advanced to second after a nice sacrifice bunt by Dane St. Clair. Going back and looking at the footage yesterday, St. Clair, by the way, very safe on that sacrifice bunt. They called him out. Either way, Burke was able to advance to second. Jake Johnson singled him in for the game's first run. Then in the second, Dane St. Clair, his name came up again. He had a 2 RBI double to give the Indians a 3-0 lead. Then it was that score all the way up until the 6th inning. North Medford able to score a run on an unearned run, an error they scored on. It was an unearned run in the top of the 6th inning. After that inning, Jake Johnson came out for the 7th, couldn't get it done. Cal Robbins came in, faced 3 batters, picked up 2 strikeouts, and the Indians picked up a 3-1 victory over the North Bedford Black Tornado. Jake Johnson yesterday, 6 innings pitched, 6 hits, 1 run. It was unearned with 2 walks and 6 strikeouts. A big performance for him. As mentioned, Cal Robbins came in through 1 inning with 2 strikeouts, no hits, no runs, and no walks. Luke Robbins was the offensive leader with A.J. Black, each of them going 2 for 3 yesterday. All their hits singles. In fact, the only extra base hit yesterday for the Indians out of their 9 hits was the double by Dane St. Clair, the 2 RBI double yesterday in the second. Paxton Burke picked up a hit. Jake Johnson also with a hit in the afternoon, and Danner Wirtz a 1 for 2 day with a run scored and a walk. Now, Sprague, they're coming off a 14-2 win yesterday at Sandy High School, back in action today. So going north and now coming south are the Olympians. They find themselves at 5-3 on the season. They've not played a league game so far this season. Was talking with Coach Thompson. We'll hear from him in just a second. But he was talking about the Central Valley Conference this year, just 4 teams in that league. And so they have a total of 9 league games. They have to fill that with teams up and down the I-5, and Roseburg happened to be one of those teams this season. These 2 teams played last year in a tournament up at Hamlin Middle School. It was a tournament hosted by Springfield during the spring break tournament. It was a 7-2 victory for Sprague in that one. Henry Moon, who is back with the Olympians this season, he was the leadoff hitter last season. He went 2 for 5 with a double and scored 3 runs as the leadoff hitter. His brother Andrew also back here today. He went 0 for 4 in that game last year. Jace Dalton, who was an all-league player a year ago, he went 1 for 5. He will not be in the lineup here today. Boyd Messman, who was playing at his future ballpark, the Bushnell commit, playing at Hamlin Middle School last year in the game against Roseburg, went 2 for 3 with 2 runs scored and a walk. Avery Lorman, who's going to get the start today for Sprague on the mound. He was the first baseman of the game last year. He went 2 for 3 with an RBI and a walk. For Roseburg last year, Dane St. Clair, he went 1 for 2 with a run scored. Paxton Burke 1 for 3 in the losing effort. Jake Johnson 1 for 2 with a run scored as well. Indians lost that one 7-2, hoping to change the story and outcome here today in 2025. Indians 6-3. They have the weekend off. This is their last game of the week. They had the bye week this week, and so they were able to contact Sprague, get this game scheduled, and get everything in order ahead of more league game baseball. Also worth noting that later on this season, the Indians have rescheduled their game against West Salem. That was originally going to be the first game of the season. That game has been rescheduled for next month, and so they will make the trip up to West Salem. It'll just come in much better weather, hopefully. We'll see. 6-3, the Indians. 5-3 are the Olympians. We'll see what happens here today on a gorgeous afternoon at Champion Car Wash Field. 2-minute timeout. When we return, we'll talk things over with Coach Thompson here on 541radio.com and the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you can be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in our backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
At Douglas County Farmers Co-op, we want your four-legged friends to be healthy and happy. That's why we stock a carefully curated selection of pet, equine, and livestock supplies. From the premium foods your pets crave to grooming and show supplies that help you shine in the show ring, you'll find it at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our knowledgeable staff are here to help with those tough pet and livestock care questions. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Welcome back to the Roseburg Disposal pregame show. Nat Uretsky here with Coach Thompson. Coach, a victory yesterday, 3-1. What were your thoughts?
Yeah, good game to get for sure. Any league game is an important game, and for us to come out on top against a good North Medford club in a highly competitive game, that was certainly a win that we earned and needed, and we'll certainly take it. So, yeah, we felt good about our performance on the mound. Jake Johnson did a great job, kept us there for 6 innings. And got our guy in the bullpen to come in there in the 7th. And Cal Robbins came in and faced 3 hitters and got the 3 outs we needed. So, yeah, all in all, a good performance on the mound. Played solid defense, had the 1 error, which would have been a tremendous play had we completed it. But other than that, we were clean defensively, and offensively we, were aggressive early and scored those early runs and made them stand for the rest of the game. So all in all, yeah, it was certainly a good performance, and we'll take the result.
You mentioned the 6 innings pitch by Jake. It felt like his breaking ball was clicking yesterday. What'd you like from him and his stuff?
Yeah, I thought he located and commanded the zone. Minimum of walks, I think he had 2 in his time out there, and that's great if you can, get to that point where you limit their opportunities and chances to be on base and make them hit their way on. He's very effective when that happens. When he locates, good things happen for us and obviously for him. So another good performance by him, and we're glad we got him through 6 and let him start the 7th there. And at that point in time, that was a decision we'd made earlier that if they had a base runner get on, and we're going to make the move, and that happened. And then, like I said, Cal came in and threw minimum of pitches to get us 3 outs, which was good to see. And anytime we can get him on the mound, we feel good about it. So, yeah, I thought Jake did a good job yesterday, and we're, hopefully he's rested and ready to come back again when it's his turn again here coming up.
Yesterday, a really strong start, majority of your hits and all of your runs in the first 2 innings. How crucial is it for you guys to start strong?
Oh, every game. That's not just us, but every team. You talk about that. Get off to a good start. It's easier to play with a lead than to come from behind, and we've done it always, through the years. And obviously, anytime you can score is a good thing, but putting those runs up early, takes a little pressure off, knowing you can get runners on, knowing you can score, and to come through with a big base hit there in the 1st and again in the 2nd to allow us to score those runs was a big part of the game. Obviously, those were the 3 runs we scored, and like I said, we made it stick, and that was good to see that early.
Riley Cheney gets the start today. What have you liked from him so far this season? What are you hoping to see from him here today?
Well, we need to see a good outing from Riley today. He needs to be able to locate both pitches for strikes, and when things kind of go sideways, we need to see him continue to grow on the mound in that aspect, just staying steady mentally and attacking hitters and having a chance to give us a chance offensively. So Riley's got good stuff, and we feel good about him when he's on the mound, and hopefully today he'll come out against a very good Sprague team that is very offensive and give us a chance to play defense behind him and give us a chance offensively to score some runs.
Beautiful day today. How great is it to be here with sunshine, with the early season, a lot of wet weather. Today, a great day.
Yep, obviously we love playing at home and the facility we have, and to have a team like Sprague come down from Salem today, they're saying the same things about the weather, and they've been lucky to be on their field just less than a handful of times this year for practice or for games up there at Sprague. So to get out and have a beautiful day like this today, yeah, it's a great thing. Be able to play in this facility and have the weather we're having today, it's a good place to be, and our kids are excited to be here, and they understand the importance of playing well here at home and having the facilities we have and take advantage of those things. We got a chance to do that today.
Lastly, what's the scouting report on Sprague? What have you seen from them, looking at them from afar, and what are you hoping to see, go into this challenge against them to see from your squad?
You know, Sprague through the years has been very competitive. They spent most of last year in the top 1 or 2 in the state at the rankings level, and then kind of faltered at the end. You don't know what happens or this and that, but had some losses there toward the end of the season last year that kind of kept them in that spot, I guess. But in the first half of the season, they were as good as anybody in the state last year. Obviously, different team, different kids. They graduated some, just like we all do, and but historically a very strong offensive team and some very good arms. And we'll see both those things here today on display. Their league now out of Salem is a 4-team league, so they play 9 league games, so they have to kind of hunt and search for their other 17 games they try to get in. So they played everywhere. They play kind of up and down I-5 and go into Central Oregon and trying to find games for those non-league games. So like I said, we're fortunate they've been able to fit us in and get them in on this midweeker for us with our bye on Saturday. Worked out well for both of us, so we're excited to see them. We've seen them here in the playoffs. It was as recent as 18 or 19 probably, and then maybe a time or two since then at a tournament or a few other spots. But they've been here before, and you know they do a good job, and they're well coached like the majority of the teams we play, and we're glad they're here today and we get a chance to see them and be another quality experience for our guys. We need to come out and play well and to give ourselves a chance to win.
Good luck today, Coach.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. That was Coach Thompson ahead of this game against the Sprague Olympians. Got one more timeout to get in right before this first pitch. 1 minute timeout here on 541radio.com and the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Will be the center fielder, number 13, Henry Moon.
Welcome back here to Champion Car Wash Field. Roseburg Indians taking on the Sprague Olympians. Riley Chaney on the bump for the Indians. Chaney, the right-hander, gets on the mound. Henry Moon will step up to the plate. First pitch on its way. Comes in a strike, and we're underway at 4:30 right on schedule. So Riley Chaney gets the start today for Roseburg. The right-hander winds the 0-1 pitch to Henry Moon, the center fielder. It's taken inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Sprague 5-3 on the season. Have yet to play a league game. 1-1 pitch from Chaney is popped in the air out towards the right side of the field in foul territory. Luke Robbins, the first baseman, looks at it, and it goes out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes from Chaney, who gets the start today for Roseburg. Yesterday it was Jake Johnson, then Cal Robbins. Now Chaney gets the start this afternoon. 1-2 pitch. Fastball grounded on a high hopper towards the left side on 2 hops. Burke fields the throw on the run, not in time, as Moon legs it out for an infield single. Starting lineup today for the Sprague Olympians. Henry Moon, who you just heard, lead things off. Riley Wilson, the third baseman, batting second. Andrew Moon, the shortstop, batting third. Boyd Messman, the first baseman in the cleanup spot. Jace Dalton, the second baseman, batting fifth. Grant Moyer, the catcher, in the sixth spot. Avery Lorman, the pitcher, batting seventh. Sullivan Puckett, the left fielder, batting eighth. And Holden Rasmussen, batting ninth. Pitch in the dirt. Gets away from the catcher, Cal Robbins. And able to advance to second is Henry Moon. So 1 ball and no strikes. Runner now at second here in the top of the first. Pitch from Janey comes in, a strike, 1-1. Good fastball from the right-hander. Indians today wearing white jerseys, orange numbers and letters, the black trim. Sprague, very similar uniforms. Kind of a creamish color uniform with black numbers and an orange trim. Breaking ball, 1-1 is in there for a strike, 1-2. Catches the zone right at the knees for Riley Wilson, the third baseman, second team all-league infielder a year ago for Sprague. Cheney dangles the arm and now comes set. 1 ball and 2 strikes. The pitch, foul tipped behind the plate. Do it again. So very similar uniforms between these two teams. Sprague, they are wearing black hats, but they have an orange brim. Indians an all-black hat and brim combo. The Roseburg R on it. 1-2. Pitch down and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Similar but different shades of orange. Sprague a little bit more bright. Roseburg got that beaver orange. 2-2. Ground ball towards the right side of the infield. Diving play by Austin. He knocks it down. Sidearms it to first on his knees, and he gets the play done in time. So Austin throws out Riley Wilson. Nice diving play by the second baseman. Henry Moon advances to third. So the first out's recorded, but the runner advances to third, so go-ahead run is 90 feet away here in the first. In steps Andrew Moon, who has an opportunity to drive his brother Henry in. Cheney's first pitch is fouled away. 0-1. Andrew and Henry both committed to Loyola Marymount. Both excellent baseball players in the state of Oregon, some of the top. Both played basketball for Sprague this past winter as well. A 1 pitch from Cheney, breaking ball, popped in the air. In the infield, Cheney and Cal Robbins looking for it. Cal calls him off and makes the catch behind the plate for out number 2. So big out for Riley Cheney with the runner at third and 1 away. Now has 2 outs. An opportunity here to get out of the inning unscathed. Brings up Boyd Messman. First team all-league catcher a year ago for Sprague. Cheney's first pitch. Nice breaking ball that drops in for a strike on the inside part of the plate. 0-1. Messman, he's committed to Bushnell University. Going to go play for the Beacons next season. The 0-1. Breaking ball inside. 1-1. So Cheney going with the off speed early on here in the top of the first. 2 outs and the runner at third. Infield playing relatively deep to Messman. 1-1. Another breaking ball inside. 2 balls and a strike. It's a little bit odd when you talk about the uniform combo. Rarely do you get a white versus cream matchup. But in a sport like baseball, you can actually wear similar uniforms. Swing and a miss on the 2-1, 2-2. Beautiful fastball located down and away to the right-handed hitter in Messman. It's not like basketball or football where you need to look at the uniform to recognize who's on your team. Baseball can kind of get away with that. 2-2. Swing and a miss. A strikeout for Cheney. And he gets out of the inning without allowing a run. After a leadoff single to Henry Moon, he's left stranded at third. We're now heading to the bottom of the first inning. The score is 0-0. You're listening to Roseburg Baseball here on 541radio.com and The Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Always handled my own finances, but I need help.
Get a better understanding of your finances. At Palm Wealth Management, we care about your priorities and help restore financial security. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
How should I be investing my money?
Plan for your future with confidence. At Palm Wealth Management, we'll help you see a clear path to financial peace of mind. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you. Just ask your neighbor. Quality Fences, doing it right for you.
Bottom of the first inning, 0-0 the score here at Champion Car Wash Field. Starting lineup for the Roseburg Indians. Paxton Burke, the shortstop, leading things off. Dane St. Clair in center field, batting second. Cal Robbins catching today, batting third. Jake Johnson, who pitched yesterday, he's at third base today, batting fourth. Luke Robbins at first base, batting fifth. A.J. Black in left field, batting sixth. Riley Cheney hitting for himself, the DH and pitcher today, batting seventh. Fletcher Coleman, the right fielder, batting eighth. And Caden Austin, the second baseman, rounds out the Roseburg starting lineup. Defensively today for Sprague, you got Sullivan Puckett in left field, Henry Moon in center field, Holden Rasmussen in right, Riley Wilson at third base, Andrew Moon at shortstop, Jace Dalton at second, Boyd Messman at first base, and Grant Moyer is catching behind the plate. Avery Lorman is going to be the starter today for the Olympians. So Paxton Burke will come up to the plate here on the bottom of the first, 0-0 the score. Left-handed hitter gets in the box. Lorman, the big right-hander, on the bump. He winds, delivers. Burke swings and fouls off the first pitch. 0-1. It's Burke leading things out for Roseburg. Fourth on the team in batting average this season, hitting .406 in the leadoff spot. 11 hits, 2 doubles on the season. The 0-1. Breaking ball, a little bit high. 1 ball and 1 strike for Burke. Lorman shakes the shoulders, now delivers. In for a strike on the inside part of the plate, 1-2 to Burke. So Burke leading things off yesterday, 1 for 4 day. Had a strikeout and a run scored in the 3-1 victory against North Medford. 1-2 pitch. Fouled away by Burke. Do it again. Special thanks again to Roseburg Disposal. Let them make the run to the dump for you. Call Roseburg Disposal at 673-7122. Our proud pregame sponsor. Again, thank you to Roseburg Disposal. 1-2. A little bit high. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Special thanks to our sponsor, Barnes Heating and Cooling, your complete energy company. Visit barnesheatingandcooling.com or call 541-459-1545. 2-2 pitch. A little bit high. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Burke. Shortstop at the plate. Junior for Roseburg. Orman's 3-2. Fouled back by Burke. He's battling at the dish. Do the 3-2 again. Orman's 3-2. Way outside. Lost control on a off-speed pitch. Burke will advance to first base with a walk. So a leadoff walk for Roseburg. Runner at first, nobody out for Dane St. Clair. Left-handed hitter into the box. Back-to-back lefties at the top of the order for Roseburg. Lorman now going to have to work out of the stretch. Boyd Messman holding on at first base. Throw back towards first. Diving back there safely is Burke. Two stolen bases this season for Paxton over there at first. St. Clair shows bunt on the first pitch from Lorman and bunts it foul. 0-1. So yesterday, St. Clair at this same spot, a runner at first and nobody out in the top of the first. He did bunt. It was a sacrifice bunt on a bang-bang play. Looked like he was safe for a mile. Went back, watched the film yesterday, and he certainly was safe. Throw back towards first, and Burke back there safely once again. We'll see if he sacrifices himself once again. No balls and one strike. Throw back towards first again. Diving back there safely is Burke. Keeping an eye on the speedy infielder. No balls and one strike. The pitch up and away. 1-1 to St. Clair this season as a senior. Hitting .250 on the year. 5 singles, 2 doubles, 7 total hits. 1-1. Breaking ball down and inside. 2-1. So Lorman struggling with command early on. First team All-League pitcher a year ago. Honorable mention as a first baseman. Tough task today for Roseburg. 2-1, Burke on the move. Pitch down and inside. It's called a strike. Throw down to second. One hops, but Burke is in there safely. So a stolen base for Paxton Burke. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes to Dane St. Clair. Are they going to call it a ball? Scoreboard here reads 3-1. Donnie called it a strike. So 3 balls and 1 strike. The runner at second. Pitch to St. Clair. He reaches for a pitch and fouls it away. So full count with the runner at second. St. Clair, a chance for an RBI, had 2 of them yesterday. Came on a 2 RBI double. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Orman comes set at the waist. Payoff pitch. Just outside. So St. Clair walks on a breaking ball that misses away. And now back-to-back walks. Put 2 aboard for Roseburg here in the bottom of the first. Brings up the dangerous Cal Robbins, the sophomore. Second on the team in batting average, hitting .483. Youth looking pretty good for Roseburg, considering that Robbins is second on the team in batting average and Danner Wirtz, a freshman's leading the team. Robbins swinging out of his shoes. 0-1. Cut right through a pitch. Stumbles his way to home plate. No balls and 1 strike from Lorman. Looks towards second, towards Burke. Peeks back 2 more times, now delivers to the plate. Robbins hits it out towards right field, and it goes foul. 0-2. So Lorman gets ahead. After struggling to find the zone against the first 2 batters, ahead, no balls and 2 strikes to Robbins. 3-hole hitter, trying to drive in the game's first run. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Robbins fouls it back off the netting behind the plate. Do the 0-2 again. Lorman gets ready. The 0-2. High. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Cal yesterday, he played at third base, was hitless at the plate, 0 for 3, 2 strikeouts. Was hitting over 500 yesterday, batting average dropping down to below 500, but still impressive to be hitting in the high 480s as Lorman steps off the mound and gets back on. Transfer from Douglas High School, spent last season with the Trojans before coming here to Roseburg for his sophomore season. 1-2, pops up a pitch behind the plate and foul. He'll stay alive. Pitch count certainly going up for Lorman, who has walked 2 batters. Indians have fouled off a few pitches as well, making him work. 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball down and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes from Lorman. On deck for Roseburg is Jake Johnson. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the first. 0-0 the score. Pitch. Called strike 3. Fastball right down Broadway. Robbins goes down looking. So the first out recorded for Avery Lorman. And Robbins is out on strikes for the 3rd time in the last 2 days. So after the strikeout, a little bit of a meeting between shortstop Andrew Moon, pitcher Avery Lorman, and the catcher Grant Moyer. They break. And Jake Johnson will come up to the plate, the third baseman today for Roseburg. Digging in after his impressive day yesterday, picking up an RBI, a 1 for 3 day at the plate. Also throwing 6 strong innings, allowing no earned runs. First pitch. Johnson flares it out towards right field. Back a few steps is Rasmussen. He tracks it down with an over-the-shoulder catch. Both runners going to be tagging, and both runners will advance to their respective bags safely. St. Clair tags from first to second. Burke goes second to third. It's now 2 in scoring position with 2 out. It brings up Luke Robbins. So Lorman now has an opportunity here with 2 outs to get out of the inning without allowing a run. Robbins trying to give the Indians the lead. First pitch to Luke, down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. Luke yesterday was the DH, went 2 for 3. Leading hitter for Roseburg with the 2 hits. Trying to stay hot at the plate here. 1-0 pitch. Robbins tomahawks it towards third, and it's fouled. 1-1. Mentioned Cal transferring from Douglas. Luke did the same. Spent his freshman season at Roseburg, the last 2 at Douglas High School, and now back in the orange and black. 1-1. Breaking ball swung on and miss. Beautiful pitch below the knees, and Robbins went chasing. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 in scoring position in a 0-0 game. Pitch from Lorman. Looked at down and away, 2-2. Absolutely stunning day here in the Umpqua Valley. Currently 67 degrees. Perfect weather for baseball. 2-2. Robbins swings and just gets a piece of it. Hit the knob of the bat and was able to just foul it off and stay alive. Two balls and 2 strikes to Robbins. Chance to give the Indians the lead here in the first. Pitch. Inside. Full count. Coach Thompson talked about it in the pregame show, talking about how important it was to start out strong yesterday against a very good Sprague team. Certainly would like a strong start. 3-2. Breaking ball high. So another walk in the inning. And the bases will go loaded.
Next batter, left fielder, number 15.
A.J. Black will come up to the plate with the bases loaded and 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Trying to come through for the Indians. First pitch to him. Fastball high. 1-0. Black, just like Robbins yesterday, went 2 for 3. 1-0. Fouls it back. 1-1. On the season, Black has a .269 batting average, 7 hits, 5 singles, a double, and a triple. 1-1. High. 2 balls and 1 strike. Lorman struggled with the zone. 2-1 delivery. Inside. 3 balls and 1 strike. So Avery Lorman, who was a first-team All-League pitcher a year ago, struggling here in the bottom of the first, in danger of walking in the game's first run. 3 balls, 1 strike. The pitch to Black. It's a walk. So just a little bit high, and the Indians will score their first run. No hits in the inning. Bases still loaded, and 1-0. Roseburg leads. St. Clair will advance to third after Burke comes in and scores. Robbins will advance to second, and Black heads over to first after the walk. It looks like someone's starting to warm up for Sprague in their bullpen. Peeking down, trying to look and see who it is warming up for the Olympians. Looks like it's Cameron Van Kempen warming up, second-team All-League pitcher a year ago for the Olympians. Right-hander just starting to get loose.
Next batter, the pitcher, number 9, Riley Cheney.
Brings up Riley Cheney. Pitcher today hitting for himself. First pitch to Cheney. Breaking ball high. 1-0. So as yesterday, Jake Johnson starting and then giving himself some offense. Cheney has an opportunity to give himself a little bit of cushion. Add on to the lead, 1-0 the score. Roseburg with the lead as he takes a strike. 1 ball and 1 strike from Lorman. 7th batter of the inning. 1-1 pitch. Cheney hits it through the 5-4 hole into right field. Rather 3-4 hole. Either way, coming in to score is St. Clair. Robbins advances to third. Black advances to second. And Cheney picks up an RBI single as Roseburg extends their lead. It is 2-0. After the first hit of the game for the Indians, they still have bases loaded, 2 outs, and now a 2-0 lead. Here's Fletcher Coleman. Left-handed hitter, digs in, first pitch to him, high. 1-0. So Coleman, the 8-hole hitter, batting for the Tribe. 1-0 to him. Taken low below the knees. 2-0. He got the start in right field yesterday, picked up a run, but went 0 for 3 at the dish. 2-0. Fastball looked at for a strike. 2-1. Looked like Coleman was taken all the way. Lorman's 2-1. Down and inside. 3 balls and a strike. Lorman in danger of walking in another run. 3-1 pitch to Coleman. Late swing, but pops it up deep towards left field into foul territory. A sliding play by Puckett cannot be made. A little bit of a slide and dive at the same time. Contorted his body, but ball drops foul. So 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count to Fletcher Coleman with the bases loaded here on the bottom of the first. Roseburg trying to blow the game open, score some runs early. Help their pitcher Riley Cheney out. Payoff pitch, high. Another walk and another run. 3-0, Roseburg with the lead after the Fifth walk of the inning by Avery Lorman. Luke Robbins comes in and scores from third. A.J. Black advances over to third base, and Riley Cheney will go to second. Luke Buchheit, the head coach of the Sprague Olympians, takes the ball. We're going to have a pitching change. So, we'll let you know who the new pitcher is on the other half of this break. It is a 1-minute timeout here on 541radio.com. And the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Welcome back here to Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field. 3-0 the score here in the bottom of the first inning. It's the Indians with the lead. New pitcher coming to the game, it's Jackson Riddell. Comes in for Avery Lorman, who threw two-thirds of an inning, I should say. 1 hit, 3 runs so far, credited to him. He is responsible for all 3 base runners. 5 walks, a strikeout. It was a tough day for Avery Lorman, who certainly has had better afternoons. First team all-league pitcher a year ago. Tough start today, just didn't have his stuff. Now, Jackson Riddell comes in. Junior right-handed pitcher. Facing off against Caden Austin, the 9-hole hitter. Bases loaded, still with 2 outs. First pitch. Austin takes a fastball inside. 1-0. Both teams playing their second game in as many days. Yesterday, Sprague up at Sandy High School. Now down here at Roseburg. Austin swings at the 1-0, pops it up towards the right side of the infield. Dalton, the second baseman, gets called off in the grass by Holden Rasmussen, the right fielder, who makes the grab for the final out. Indians have 1 hit, leave 3 stranded, but score 3 runs with no errors recorded for Sprague. 3-0 the score. Roseburg with the lead. As we head to the second here on 541radio.com and the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
At Douglas County Farmers Co-op, we want your four-legged friends to be healthy and happy. That's why we stock a carefully curated selection of pet, equine, and livestock supplies. From the premium foods your pets crave to grooming and show supplies that help you shine in the show ring, you'll find it at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our knowledgeable staff are here to help with those tough pet and livestock care questions. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Welcome back here to Champion Car Wash Field. It's the top of the hour. We'll pause 10 seconds for station identification.
Second baseman, number 15, James Dalton.
First pitch fouled away here in the top of the second inning. No balls and 1 strike to Jace Dalton. So Dalton leaned things out for Sprague as they find themselves down 3-0 after a 3-run bottom of the first inning for Roseburg. Just 1 hit, but were able to score 3 runs thanks to 5 walks in the inning. 0-1 pitch inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Jace Dalton at the plate. Grant Moyer on deck. Avery Lorman, pitcher in DH. Now just the DH today. Due up. Pitch inside. 2 balls and 1 strike from Riley Cheney. Got a strikeout. Faced 4 batters last inning. Allowed a single to leadoff hitter Henry Moon after that point. Ground out, pop up, and strikeout. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Ground ball towards the left side. Charging in is Johnson. He fields, throws the first. And there to make the grab is Luke Robbins for out number 1. So 1 out, nobody on. 3-0. Roseburg with the lead here in the top of the second. In steps Grant Moyer, catcher today for the Olympians. First pitch to Moyer. Fouls it off. 0-1. So the Indians today defensively, Dane St. Clair in center field, A.J. Black in left, Fletcher Coleman in right. Jake Johnson at third, Paxton Burke the shortstop, Caden Austin at second. Swing and a miss on the 0-1. 0-2. Luke Robbins at first and Cal Robbins catching behind the plate. No balls and 2 strikes from Riley Cheney. The right-hander nods his head. Now delivers. Swing and a miss. Strikeout for Cheney. 2 away. So the second strikeout for the right-hander. Both of them swinging and missing. And now brings up Avery Lorman, DH. So Lorman trying to change his day, turn around it after an early exit on the bump. Now to the plate for the first time as a DH. No balls and 1 strike to him. Cheney Pepper in the zone. The 0-1. Curveball down low. 1 ball and 1 strike from Cheney. Here at the top of the second, 3-0. Roseburg with the lead. 1-1 pitch. Ground ball towards the left side of the infield. Good pick from Johnson. Throw on the run to first base. A little offline, but Robbins makes the catch and makes a tag on Lorman to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 they go in quick fashion. 3-0 the score. Roseburg with the lead. We're heading now to the bottom of the second inning here on 541radio.com. And the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
I'm confused by the huge market swings.
Get a better understanding of your finances. At Palm Wealth Management, we care about your priorities and help restore financial security. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Do I have enough money put away to retire?
Plan for your future with confidence. At Palm Wealth Management, we'll help you see a clear path to financial peace of mind. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you. Just ask your neighbor.
They reflect a style as unique as you are. They make first impressions. They provide space, add lasting beauty and security. Quality is a reflection of who you are. That's why all your fencing projects begin here.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you.
Welcome back to Bill Gray Legion Stadium, Champion Car Wash Field. 3-0 score, Roseburg with the lead. After a 3-run at bottom of the first inning. Indians back up to the plate. Going to be the top of the order. Paxton Burke, Dane St. Clair, Cal Robbins due up after 9 batters came to the plate last inning. Really remarkable, 3 runs on just 1 hit. Left 3 stranded, no errors defensively last inning for Sprague. And now here's Burke. Once again, he walked last inning, one of the 3 runs that came in and scored. Riddell still out there for Sprague. First pitch misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes to Burke. So a walk. He also picked up a stolen base last inning. See what Paxton does here. Right-hander Riddell winds and delivers. 1-0. Burke swings and fouls it away. 1-1. Pitch really low below the knees. Burke able to connect. So 1 ball and 1 strike. Jackson fires. Burke swings and fouls it away. 1-2. Special thanks to our sponsor, Dr. Alance Randall, Family and Cosmetic Dentistry. Visit drrandall.com or call 541-378-6694. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Riddell steps off the mound. Now back on the bump. Here's the 1-2 to Burke. Breaking ball outside. 2-2. Indians very patient at the plate today. Wasn't the case early in the season. Their first few games of the year, it felt like they were very aggressive, swinging early. 2-2. Up and away now, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Three-two pitch to Burke. Low. Another walk. It's been a walk-filled day for Sprague on the mound. They had the game yesterday, a 14-2 victory over Sandy. Pitching has struggled today. That brings up Dane St. Clair. He also walked last inning. Runner at first, nobody out in a 3-0 ball game. Throw back towards first base. Burke dives back there safely. Again, Burke had the stolen base last inning. That was his 3rd of the season. This is the speedy infielder. Leads off from first. Boyd Messman holding there. Out of the stretch, Riddell delivers a pitch on the outside part of the plate for a strike. 0-1. So St. Clair, left-handed hitter, left foot deep in the box, standing right on the line. Clair's into the right-hander. The 0-1 to him. A swing and a foul off right off the catcher's mask of Moyer. 0-2. Indians 6-3 this season, 3-1 in league play. A non-league game against Sprague in the midweek. No games on Saturday. Indians will have doubleheaders on the Saturday moving forward after this week. Times is called. No balls and 2 strikes. Throw back towards first base. Diving back there safely is Burke. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch to St. Clair. Breaking ball, grounded to short. Moon Fields flips the 2 for 1. The throw to first base. A double play. 6-4-3, they turn them. Just like that, with the crack of the bat, 2 gone.
Next batter, number 14, Cal Robbins.
Brings up Cal Robbins. Struck out looking last inning. Now up to the plate, nobody on. 2 outs in the bottom of the second. 3-0, Roseburg with the lead. First pitch to Cal, a breaking ball inside. He bent backwards, got out of the way. 1-0. Riddell lines and fires. Down and away. 2 balls and no strikes to Cal. Trying to get a hit. After going hitless yesterday, 0 for 3, 0 for 4 combined in the week. 2-0. Looked at. A little bit low. 3 balls and no strikes. We'll see if Cal gets the green light here. The pitch. Looked at low. It's a walk. So Robbins able to go to first. Another walk issued by the Olympians. It's the 7th walk today for the Olympians pitchers. Jake Johnson comes up to the plate, runner at first, 2 outs in a 3-0 ball game. Riddell now working out of the stretch, looks towards first and comes set. First pitch, bounces in, 1 ball and no strikes. Moyer behind the plate kept it in front of him and keeps Robbins at first base. Scratch that. It looks like a pinch runner into the game for Roseburg. A replacement runner for Cal. Pitch in the turf. 2 balls and no strikes. It's Amos Bowers over at first base. (2-0). Johnson flies it out towards right field. Rasmussen chasing towards the line in foul territory. He dives but can't catch it. Drops foul. 2 balls and 1 strike to Johnson. So Johnson's still alive. 2 balls and 1 strike. Trying to keep the inning alive for Roseburg. Riddell. Ready. 2-1. Up and inside. 3 balls and 1 strike to Jake. Had the RBI yesterday. Up to now 10 RBIs on the season. That leads Roseburg. (3-1). Hit deep towards right center field, giving chases Rasmussen in the alley. He can't catch up to it. It drops down and dries up just shy of the wall. Racing around third and coming in to score is Bowers. Johnson slides into third with a triple, and Roseburg extends the lead. It's 4-0. Big piece of hitting for Jake Johnson. And the inning will continue. That's just the second hit of the game for Roseburg, yet they leave 4-0. So now Luke Robbins will come up to the plate in this 4-0 ball game. The runner at third, a chance to drive in another run for Roseburg. First pitch to him from Riddell. Inside, 1-0. Luke, he walked, scored last inning. Up for the second time in as many innings. 5-hole hitter at the plate. 1-0 pitch to him. Outside, 2-0. So the Indians yesterday, strong start. Scored a total of 3 runs in the first 2 innings. That was enough for the 3-1 victory. Today, 4 runs already in the first 1 2/3. Robbins takes the 2-0 low. 3 balls and no strikes. Riddell's 3-0. Up and inside, it's a 4-pitch walk. Another walk issued by the Olympians. Robbins has his second free pass of the afternoon. And it brings up A.J. Black with runners on the corners and 2 gone here in the bottom of the second. 8 walks issued between Avery Lorman, the starter, and Jackson Riddell, the relief pitcher. So here's A.J. Black. He also walked last inning. First pitch. Black takes a fastball for a strike, 0-1. Indians have an opportunity to add on to their lead. Riley Cheney is on deck, the pitcher. He'd love some extra insurance. Throw back towards third. And no throw, just a fake throw from Riddell. So he stepped towards the third base bag, but pumped it. Oh, 0-1. Here's the pitch. In for a strike, 0-2. So Black will have to battle here, as Riddell's found the zone on back-to-back pitches. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. It was a pitch down and away outside, but Black chases it and goes down swinging. Indians score a total of 1 run on 1 hit, leave 2 stranded. We'll head to the third. It is 4-0 the score. Roseburg with the lead here on 541radio.com. And the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Turn your home into your dream sanctuary with help from Douglas County Farmers Co-op. For over 100 years, we've carried everything you need to keep your garden and crops green and growing, including a large selection of soil mixes, composts, fertilizers, and other soil amendments. You'll also find stones, boulders, gravel, and more to add structure and diversity to your yard. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Successful companies have a very important secret. Good advertising works and makes them money. That's why your business should contact Lotus Media Group. Let us help you cash in with multimedia advertising. Multiple touches from Douglas County's only Google certified partner and most effective advertising platform. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen. LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
Top of the third inning, 4-0 the score. It's Roseburg with the lead. First pitch here in the top of the third inning is whacked out to left field by Sullivan Puckett. It's a leadoff single for the Olympians. Brings up the 9-hole hitter, Holden Rasmussen. So runner at first. Second hit of the game for Sprague. And here's Holden Rasmussen, the 9-hole hitter. So Riley Cheney still out there for Roseburg. Going to have to work out of the stretch now. The runner at first. Corner of the infield comes in. First pitch to Rasmussen. Taken down and inside. 1-0. Pretty good start so far for Riley Cheney through the first 2 frames. 2 strikeouts. Had faced just 1 over the minimum up until the leadoff single. 1-0. Fastball catches the zone on the outside part of the plate. 1 ball and 1 strike here in the top of the third. Special thanks to our sponsor, Chuck Schwarman Family Auto Repair. Are you ready to go where life takes you? One pitch. Breaking ball just above the letters. 2 balls and 1 strike here in the top of the third inning. Cheney throws back towards first. An absolute bullet over to Robbins, but back well before the throw and tag is Puckett. Do 1. Lined out towards center field, just over the mitt of Caden Austin. So it's base hit on back-to-back plate appearances for the Olympians. So 2 on, nobody out, and the leadoff hitter, Henry Moon, will come to the dish. So Moon 1 for 1 with a single back in the first. Olympians had just 1 hit through the first 2 innings and now have 2 here in the third.
Top of the order now from Sprague, number 13, Henry Moon.
So here's Henry. Center fielder today for the Olympians. First pitch, he shows bunt, and he pulls it back as the pitch misses down and away. 1-0. Roseburg and Sprague have played a few times throughout the years. I was talking to Coach Thompson about these 2 teams playing each other before the game. He remembered the 2019 season. It was a playoff game here at Champion Car Wash Field. At that point, it still was grass, no turf, he was saying. 1-0. Showing bunt was Moon. He misses the bunt, and it's called the strike, 1-1. But it was a playoff game. They had a Rooter bus come down from Salem. Big student section. They were making a lot of noise, and Roseburg still won. Coach Sestair made note of that. He remembered the students, but he also remembered winning. 1-1 pitch outside. 2 balls and a strike. These two teams were originally scheduled to play the first game of 2020. That was a year that had Austin Anderson, Jace Stoffel on the roster. They couldn't get their senior season in because of COVID. So that wiped out their game between these two teams. 2 balls and 2 strikes after a strike comes in from Cheney. They were able to play last year at a tournament at Springfield High School. Now they got the midweek this season. Breaking ball inside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. 4-0 the score. Roseburg with the lead in the top of the third, but 2 on and nobody out. Three-two. Popped in the air towards the right side of the field. In right field, Fletcher Coleman chasing after it, and he can't catch up to it. Drops foul. So we'll do the 3-2 again. Coming up after this game, we're going to have the Portland Trailblazers. They'll be having a game this afternoon. Be taking on the Utah Jazz. So we'll have the Jazz and Blazers game on right after this one once the Indians and Olympians wrap up here at Champion Car Wash Field. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch from Cheney. Grounded to third. Tapping on the third base bag is Johnson. The long throw to first base. A one-hopper to Robbins, who picks it. A double play. So really smart defensive play for Johnson at third. And after no outs and 2 on, now 1 on and 2 outs. So Rasmussen at second, and now here's Riley Wilson. First pitch. Breaking ball away, 1-0. So runner at second, 2 outs, 4-0 the score. You're in the top of the third. Cheney trying to get out of the jam. Delivers a pitch inside, throw down to third, runner on the move, and it's in time to retire Rasmussen. 1, 2, 3 in the most unique way possible. 2 singles, a double play, and then a caught stealing. Either way, that'll do it for the Olympians in the top of the third inning. We'll now head to the bottom of the third inning. The score is 4-0 for Roseburg here on 541radio.com and the score 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Communications radio stations have joined forces with the News Review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
How should I be investing my money?
Plan for your future with confidence. At Palm Wealth Management, we'll help you see a clear path to financial peace of mind. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
In today's big box store, how-to YouTube video world, it is hard to do it yourself. If you're fixing your fence or putting in a new one, the only place to start is Quality Fence. We stock almost anything you need and take the time to show you how to really do it yourself. Visit the Quality Fence showroom in Roseburg and get great fencing ideas at QualityFenceCo.com.
Quality Fence is doing it right for you.
Bottom of the third inning, it is 4-0. Roseburg with the lead. Sprague actually out hitting Roseburg 3-2. But the Indians lead by 4. Riley Cheney will lead things off. The pitcher comes up to the plate for the second time this afternoon. First pitch to him. Hits him. Wore it right on the back. He'll head to first base with a hit by pitch, and it's just been a day of free passes. It's the first hit by pitch issued by Sprague, but combined a total of 9 walks and hit by pitches. We're not even through 2 times through the order. So, runner at first. Nobody out. 4-0 the score. Here's Fletcher Coleman. Throw back towards first base. Diving back there safely is Cheney. Coleman walked his first time up. Left-handed hitter in the box. Facing off against the righty, Jackson Riddell, who came in the first inning for Avery Lorman. Coleman shows bunt, misses the bunt. Throw back towards first base. Diving back there safely is Cheney. It's the final line for Lorman. 2/3 of an inning. A hit, 3 earned runs, 5 walks and a strikeout. Oh, 1. Coleman shows bunt. Breaking ball outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. And a long game so far, approaching an hour. Yesterday, the game got done in about an hour and 29 minutes. Throw back towards first base, and it gets away. Cheney going to head to second. He'll stop there to get error from Riddell. It's now runner in scoring position. Nobody out here in the bottom of the third of a 4-0 ball game. One pitch. Coleman shows bunt. Misses, and it's called the strike. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Coleman, who has an opportunity for an RBI here. The 8-hole hitter. Battle in the bat. The pitch. Outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Caden Austin on deck for the Indians. Here's the 2-2. Low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Cheney leading off from second. Payoff pitch. Fouled back. So 3 balls and 2 strikes to Fletcher Coleman. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the third. Indians 3 runs in the first, 1 run in the second. Trying to score again here in the third. Payoff pitch. Lined out towards left field. It's down for a base hit. They'll hold the runner in Cheney at third. And the Indians will have runners on the corners. Still nobody out here in the bottom of the third inning. Good piece of opposite field hitting for Fletcher Coleman.
Next batter, number 1, Caden Austin.
And now the 9-hole hitter, Caden Austin, to the plate. He flew out to right field. His first time up. First pitch to Austin. High drive towards left field, pretty deep to Puckett. Near the track, he spins his shoulders around and makes an acrobatic catch. Throws it in, and it's going to be a sacrifice fly for Caden Austin. A tough play for Puckett in left field. He jumped in mid-air, shifted his whole body around. He was able to make the catch for the out, but the Indians score on the sac fly.
Top of the order now for Roseburg, number 7, Paxton Burke.
So Paxton Burke will come up to the plate. Tagging from first to second is Coleman. So a runner in scoring position, 5-0 the score. Roseburg with the lead here in the bottom of the third. They've scored in each inning so far. Officially over an hour into this ball game, not even through 3 innings. Pitch up and away, 1-0. Middle of the 6th around this time yesterday. Been a game that has dragged on to the amount of walks issued by Sprague. 1-0 in the turf. 2 balls and no strikes to Paxton Burke, who has 2 of the 9 combined walks and hit by pitches today by the Olympians pitching staff. That's across 2 times through the order. So about half the batters that have come to the plate today have walked. 2-0. Outside, 3 balls and no strikes. Burke might have a 3-walk afternoon through 3 innings. This is his 3rd plate appearance, 3rd time through the order now for the Indians. .3-0 pitch to Burke. Taken all the way. He takes a strike. 3-1. Again, we'll have the Portland Trailblazers game coming up right after this game. Game's supposed to start at 6 o'clock. We'll get you there as quick as possible. 3-1. Down and away. It's another walk. It's the 3rd walk today for Paxton Burke at the plate. It's the 10th combined walk and hit by pitch in the game. So now 2 on and 1 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Dane St. Clair to the dish. Trying to add on to the Roseburg lead. St. Clair shows bunt. Got out of the way, and he was hit by a pitch. Sprague arguing that it was not a hit by pitch and that St. Clair was bunting and didn't pull it back in time. Either way, the home plate umpire disagrees. So Luke Bukite, the head coach of Sprague, going to have a meeting with his team right on the mound. Special thanks to our sponsor, Fisher's Hearth and Home, serving Douglas County for over 30 years with the largest selection of wood, gas, pellet, and electric stoves and fireplaces in the area, as well as DC Farmers Co-op, where everyone is welcome to shop. So bases loaded, 1 out. Another hit by pitch, that one the 2nd of the afternoon for Riddell. Burke at 2nd, St. Clair at 1st, and Riley Cheney is at 3rd. And here's Cal Robbins. Opportunity to do some damage. First pitch, Robbins grounds it through the 5-6 hole into left field. Racing around 3rd and coming in to score with a head-first slide is Burke. Make it Fletcher Coleman. I had it right. It was Burke. Either way, it's going to be a 2 RBI hit. As Burke and Coleman come in to score, St. Clair advances to 2nd. Cal Robbins, a 2 RBI single, his first hit of the week. And the Indians now lead 7-0. That's just the 4th hit of the afternoon. Indians leading 7-0. Jake Johnson to the plate. 2 on and 1 out. First pitch. Johnson swings and misses, 0-1. 7th batter of the inning. Riley Cheney led things off with a hit by pitch, then a single by Fletcher Coleman, fly out on a sacrifice fly by Caden Austin, walk, hit by pitch, and another single. 0-1. Johnson takes a strike on the inside part of the plate, 0-2. Indians had 3 runs in the first, 1 in the second, and now 3 so far here in the third. Approaching 10-run territory. No balls, 2 strikes. Pitch to Johnson. Low and away. 1-2. Looked like a pitcher was warming up for Sprague. They've since gone to the dugout. Avery Lorman was the starter. Pitched only 2/3 of the first. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Pitch to Johnson. Fouled off himself. Will stay alive. Brunell's pitched since the first. He's pitched 1 2/3 so far. One ball, 2 strikes to Johnson. Had an RBI double his last time up. One-two pitch. In the turf. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 1 for 2 day for Jake. His 3rd plate appearance in as many innings. Flew out to right field back in the first inning. Right before that RBI double last inning. 2-2. Low. 3 balls and 2 strikes. A full count to Johnson as he works it full after starting behind 0-2. Three-two. Ground ball towards the right side of the infield. Fielding it at second is Dalton. He goes to 2 for 1. The throw to first base in time. A double play. So for the second time today, Sprague turns 2. This time 4-6-3. A DP. 1 left stranded after a total of 3 runs come in on 2 hits. We'll now head to the 4th inning. The score is 7-0 in favor of Roseburg. You're listening to Roseburg Baseball here on 541radio.com and the score 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Always handled my own finances, but I need help.
Get a better understanding of your finances. At Palm Wealth Management, we care about your priorities and help restore financial security. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
How should I be investing my money?
Plan for your future with confidence. At Palm Wealth Management, we'll help you see a clear path to financial peace of mind. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you. Just ask your neighbor. Quality Fences, doing it right for you.
1 ball and no strikes here in the top of the 4th inning. Now 2 balls and no strikes from Riley Cheney, who's back out there for Roseburg. Riley Wilson, Andrew Moon, and Boyd Messman, 2, 3, and 4, due up for the Sprague Olympians. 7-0. Roseburg with the lead here in the top of the 4th. A hit by pitch. Oh, I thought it was a hit by pitch. Apparently, Riley Wilson got out of the way. It was a fastball inside and looked like it might have clipped him. Maybe he got the catcher's mitt of Robbins behind the plate. 3 balls and no strikes from Riley Cheney. The right-hander winds and fires. A walk. So a 4-pitch walk to Riley Wilson, who's 0 for 1 today after grounding out in the first, and it now brings up Andrew Moon. Also 0 for 1, he popped up behind the plate his first time up. So here's Moon, the shortstop. Steve Patterson, though, going to go out and talk things over with Cheney. And he's going to pull him. So a pitching change upcoming. We'll let you know who the new pitcher is on the other half of this break. 7-0 the score. Runner at first here on the top of the 4th. Roseburg with the lead here on 541radio.com. And the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you can be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
Seven to nothing the score here in the top of the fourth inning. Roseburg with the lead. Sprague at the plate. Andrew Moon's going to be coming up to the plate. He was set to face off against Riley Cheney. He has pulled 3 innings pitched, 3 hits, no runs so far. A walk and 2 strikeouts is responsible for Riley Wilson at first base after he reached on the only walk issued by Riley Cheney. Tanner Wirtz will come into the game for Roseburg, the big freshman, coming off his no-hitter that he threw on Saturday against South Medford. Now comes into the game in relief for Cheney, facing off against Moon. First pitch, way outside. Gets away from Cal Robbins, but able to corral it in time to keep the runner and Wilson at first base. So 1 ball and no strikes from Wirtz. Wirtz looks towards first and now comes set. 1-0 is popped in the air out towards center field, pretty deep. Back to make the catch is Dane St. Clair in the left center field alleyway for out number 1. Good piece of defense for St. Clair. Wide receiver on the football team this past fall. Able to track it down like a wide receiver out there in center field. Brings up Boyd Mesmer. Runner at first, 1 out in the 7-0 game in the top of the fourth. First pitch, outside, 1-0. Messman, he struck out, swinging his first time up. Grounds this one in the infield towards the shortstop. Burke bobbled it, found its way to second, but Austin wasn't on the bag when he finally controlled the ball. So instead of a ground out, it's going to be a, I believe, error. Either way, Messman's going to reach first base. I believe on an E6. First pitch now outside, and 1 ball and no strikes to Jace Dalton. So 2 on, 1 out in the 7-0 game, top of the fourth. Sprague has an opportunity here with the runner in scoring position to score their first run of the game. Wirtz delivers a pitch that's grounded softly towards the right side of the infield. Austin charges over, fields, and flips it to first in time to retire Dalton. Long run from Austin, but he uses his speed to get there in time to field the ball and throw to first. Both runners advance. Messman to second and Wilson to third.
Next batter is number 5, Grant Moyer.
So Grant Moyer will come to the plate, the 6-hole hitter, 0 for 1 with the strikeout swinging. 2 in scoring position, 7-0 the score here in the top of the fourth. Tanner Wirtz delivers. Breaking ball in the zone for a strike. 0-1. No balls in 1 strike. Wirtz pitch. Grounded to third, past the diving Johnson into left field. That'll score 1 run. Stopping at third base is Messman as Wilson comes in to score. And the Olympians are on the board. It is 7-1. Fourth hit today for the Olympians. We finally get a RBI hit from Grant Moyer. Brings up Avery Lorman. So Lorman at the plate. Runners on the corners, 2 outs. Shows bunt. Bunts it right back up the third base line, and it stops right on the line. So Robbins picks it up. Thinking it was going to go foul, he let it roll foul. And actually not foul, but he just let it roll. Stops right on the line. A perfect bunt from Lorman. Rare bunt you see with 2 outs, but it advances Moyer to second, and now the bases are loaded for the Olympians. 5th hit now for Sprague. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Wirtz misses outside, 1-0. So Riley Cheney does pick up 1 earned run to his name as Riley Wilson came in to score. 1-0. Fastball in the zone for a strike, 1-1. So here's Sullivan Puckett. Had a single. His first time up last inning. 1-1. Fastball low and away. 2 balls and a strike. Indians leading by 6, but things could get interesting depending on how this inning ends. 2-1. Fastball fouled back. 2-2. Special thanks to our sponsor, Cascade Community Credit Union. Belong to Douglas County. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Wirtz trying to get out of the inning. The pitch. Fastball outside, and the count's gone full. Holden Rasmussen, the on-deck hitter. 9-hole hitter today for the Olympians. And now Wirtz is going to step off the mound. Get back on it. Three-two. Called strike 3. Wirtz gets out of the inning and leaves the bases loaded on a fastball on the inside part of the plate. So the Olympians will score 1 run off of 2 hits, leave 3 stranded, and an error in the inning. The score is 7-1 as we now head to the bottom of the 4th inning. You're listening to Roseburg Baseball here on 541radio.com and the Score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
At Douglas County Farmers Co-op, we want your 4-legged friends to be healthy and happy. That's why we stock a carefully curated selection of pet, equine, and livestock supplies. From the premium foods your pets crave to grooming and show supplies that help you shine in the show ring, you'll find it at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our knowledgeable staff are here to help with those tough pet and livestock care questions. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
7-1 the score. Bottom of the 4th inning. It is Roseburg with the lead. Luke Robbins coming up to the plate to lead things off. Facing off against right-hander Jackson Riddell. First pitch to Luke is taken for a strike on the inside part of the plate, 0-1. Luke today has 2 walks. I mean, who doesn't have a walk today? It's a great question. Looking up and down the lineup, all but 2 Roseburg players have at least walked or been hit by a pitch. Robbins swings and drives the ball deep towards right center field in the alleyway. Making the catch on the run is Henry Moon for out number 1. So Robbins flies out. 0 for 1 he is, and now A.J. Black will come up to the plate, walk in a strikeout. 7-1 the score after Sprague scored a run in the top half of this fourth inning. First pitch. Ground ball towards the left side. A bouncer on 2 hops goes to Wilson. The throw to first in time. Quickly 2 away. Brings up Danner Wirtz. He'll have his first at bat of the day, coming in for Riley Cheney. First pitch. Wirtz takes outside, 1-0. Wirtz leading the team in batting average this season, 500 batting average for the freshman. 1-0 to him. Taken low and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Riddell lines and fires, 2-0. In the zone for a strike. Inside part of the plate, right at the letters, 2-1. Two balls and 1 strike. Pitch from Riddell. Foul tipped into the mitt of the catcher Moyer, 2-2. So Riddell looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Indians have done a great job so far bringing batters to the plate. 2-2. Wirtz takes low. 3-2. This is the 3rd time through the order for Roseburg. It's the 4th inning. It's the 7-hole hitter at the plate right now. They've brought at least 6 batters to the plate in each of the first 3 innings. But they'll only bring up 3 here. Called strike 3 as it's a strikeout for Jackson Riddell. 1-2-3, the Indians go. We'll now head to the 5th inning. 7-1 the score here on 541radio.com and the score 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
I'm confused by the huge market swings.
Get a better understanding of your finances. At Palm Wealth Management, we care about your priorities and help restore financial security. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Do I have enough money put away to retire?
Plan for your future with confidence. At Palm Wealth Management, we'll help you see a clear path to financial peace of mind. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you. Just ask your neighbor.
They reflect a style as unique as you are. They make first impressions. They provide space, add lasting beauty, and security. Quality is a reflection of who you are. That's why all your fencing projects begin here.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you.
Seven to 1 the score. Top of the 5th inning. It is Roseburg with the lead. Danner Wirtz back out there for Roseburg. Holden Rasmussen leading things off for the Sprague Olympians. Up for the 2nd time today is Rasmussen, the 9-hole hitter. Corner of the infield comes in. First pitch to Rasmussen. Down and inside from Wirtz, 1-0. Rasmussen, a single his first time up. Looking to improve to 2-2 on the day. 1-0 is popped in the air out towards left field. A.J. Black can't make the catch. It's off his glove and on the ground. So an error for Black. But the runner at first base. It's the first error today for Roseburg. So runner at first, nobody out here on the top of the 5th. 7-1 the score. This one fouled away to the leadoff hitter, Henry Moon. No balls and a strike. Defense has been pretty solid today for Roseburg. Making that the 2nd error of the day for the Indians. The 0-1. In the zone for a strike. No balls and 2 strikes to Henry Moon. Single and a ground out into a double play. Indians would love to turn 2 here. Middle of the infield at double play depth. The 0-2. Popped in the air behind the plate, foul. He'll do the 0-2 again. Special thanks to our sponsor, McClendon Smokehouse, a family-owned meat shop and smokehouse offering a wide selection plus fresh produce, baked goods, a general grocery selection. Stop by on West Harvard Avenue. The 0-2 lined out towards left field. This time, Black squeezes the mitt and makes the catch for out number 1. Redeems himself there. 1 away here in the top of the 5th inning. Brings up Riley Wilson, second team infielder a year ago in the Central Valley Conference. Runner at first. Here in the 7-1 ball game. Wirtz first pitch, below the knees. 1 ball and no strikes. Wirtz will throw back towards first base. Back there safely is Rasmussen. Sprague out hitting Roseburg today, 5 hits to 4. But they trail by 6 runs. 1-0. Fastball in the zone. 1-1. Right at the letters. Wirtz evens it out. One. Line to left field. It's down for a base hit. So Sprague getting the offense going late. Riley Wilson aboard for the second time today after walking last inning. So now 2 on, 1 out. Here on the top of the 5th inning. 7-1 the score.
Next batter, 25, Andrew Moon.
Andrew Moon to the plate. He's 0 for 2, a pop-up behind the plate and a fly out to center field. Chance for an RBI here with a runner in scoring position. Wirtz will step off the bump. First pitch. Line to left field. Charging in is Black, and he makes a low catch for out number 2. So tough line out for Andrew Moon. 2 on and 2 out. And a 6-run ball game. Brings up Boyd Messman. Strikeout swinging. Reached on an error so far today. Up for the 3rd time with 2 on and 2 out. Tanner Wirtz, the freshman, comes set at the waist, working out of the stretch. First pitch. Fastball down and away. 1-0. Wirtz steps off. Now back on the mound. 1 ball and no strikes. The pitch. A little bit low. 2-0. Wirtz glares in to Cal Robbins, his catcher. Gets a pitch he likes. Now fires. 2-0, popped in the air out towards the first base side in foul territory. Goes 2 foul for Luke Robbins. 2-1. So Wirtz trying to get back in the at-bat here. 2 balls and 1 strike. The pitch. Breaking ball down and away, gets behind Robbins, and both runners will advance. Rasmussen advances to 3rd, Wilson to 2nd. So now 2 in scoring position with 2 out and a 3-1 count. It is now 6 o'clock. We'll pause 10 seconds for station identification. (3-1) swung on and missed. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Again, we have the Portland Trailblazers game coming up right after this game. They're just about to tip off, and we'll get you there as soon as possible. 3-2, ground ball up the middle. Burke, the shortstop, fields the sidearm to first in time to end the inning. Sprague gets 2 on thanks to a hit and an error. No runs come in, and we'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning. The score is 7-1, Roseburg with the lead. Here on 541radio.com and the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Turn your home into your dream sanctuary with help from Douglas County Farmers Co-op. For over 100 years, we've carried everything you need to keep your garden and crops green and growing, including a large selection of soil mixes, composts, fertilizers, and other soil amendments. You'll also find stones, boulders, gravel, and more to add structure and diversity to your yard. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Successful companies have a very important secret. Good advertising works and makes them money. That's why your business should contact Lotus Media Group. Let us help you cash in with multimedia advertising. Multiple touches from Douglas County's only Google certified partner and most effective advertising platform. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen. LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
Bottom of the 5th inning, 7-1 the score. It is Roseburg with the lead. Getting out hit today 6-4, but leading by 6. Fletcher Coleman going to be leading things off for Roseburg here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Jackson Riddell still out there for Sprague. Pitch comes outside, 1-0. Roseburg leading by 6, facing off against Sprague today. These two teams faced off in basketball over the winter sports season. Pitch outside, 2-0 to Coleman. It was a 84-51 victory for Sprague up at Sprague High School in Salem. Avery Lorman, who started today for the Olympians, he had 8 points in that basketball game. 2 balls and a strike after the 2-0 was called a strike on the outside part of the plate. 2-1 pitch. High. 3-1. Both the Moons also played basketball in the winter. Andrew Moon had 7 points, and Henry Moon had 2 points in the rout of Roseburg. 3-1 pitch to Coleman. Belted out towards center field, but it's dying down for the center fielder, Henry Moon, who makes the catch for out number 1. Brings up Caden Austin. He's yet to reach base safely. 2 flyouts, 1 to right field and 1 to left field. Got pretty good contact the last time he came up to the plate. Good catch in left field by Puckett. Takes a first pitch strike from Riddell. No balls and a strike here in the bottom of the 5th of the 7-1 game. The 0-1. Austin swings, pops it up towards right field. Holden Rasmussen drifting towards the line, makes an over-the-shoulder catch. The ball kept carrying, but he tracks it down for out number 2. So quickly 2 away, just like last inning. It was a 1-2-3 inning for the Indians, and now 5 straight outs recorded in quick fashion for Jackson Riddell. Top of the order now, Paxton Burke to the plate. 3 walks today for Burke. First pitch. Swings and drives it towards left field, slicing towards the line, but a sliding play in left is made by Puckett to end the inning. Impressive defense out there. As 1-2-3, the Indians go. 7-1 the score. We're heading now to the top of the 6th inning. You're listening to Roseburg Baseball here on 541radio.com. And the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Communications radio stations have joined forces with a news review and Lotus Web Services, announcing the Lotus Media Group, a multimedia enterprise. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen with LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
How should I be investing my money?
Plan for your future with confidence. At Palm Wealth Management, we'll help you see a clear path to financial peace of mind. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
In today's big box store, how-to YouTube video world, it is hard to do it yourself. If you're fixing your fence or putting in a new one, the only place to start is Quality Fence. We stock almost anything you need and take the time to show you how to really do it yourself. Visit the Quality Fence showroom in Roseburg and get great fencing ideas at qualityfenceco.com.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you.
Top of the sixth inning, 7-1 the score. Roseburg with the lead here at Bill Gray Legion Stadium, champion Car Wash Field. Dana Works back out there for Roseburg. Jace Dalton leading things off, the 5-hole hitter, followed by Grant Moyer and Avery Lorman. Ort's first pitch here in the top of the sixth misses down and away, 1-0. Special thanks to our sponsor, Gibbs RV Superstore. You got to get to Gibbs, as well as Palm Wealth Management, a member of D.A. Davidson and Company, member SIPC. 1-0 is hit in the air out towards deep left center field. Pretty deep, and a collision made in left center field between St. Clair and Black. One of them is down and injured. At third base now is Jace Dalton with a triple. It was a tough play out in center field. I believe it was Dane that was more shooken up. St. Clair lost his hat and mitt. Seems to be limping a little bit, but overall seems to be okay. Lindsley Cockrum, the athletic trainer, out there to attend to him. So St. Clair getting attended to right now, trying to walk it off. Tough collision between him and Black out in the outfield. Both of them sprinting full speed ahead and collided right in the alleyway. Always a scary play. St. Clair seems to be okay, though, as Coach Thompson has found his way to center field. Again, we'll get you over to the Portland Trailblazers game as soon as possible. Once this game wraps up, we'll quickly wrap it up ourselves and then send it over to the Blazers game. Blazers taking on the Utah Jazz. That one about to tip off. Has yet to tip off so far. So St. Clair will remain in the game. Runner at third. Nobody out here in the top of the sixth inning. And now Grant Moyer will come to the plate. A strikeout swinging back in the second inning. A RBI single in the fourth.
Better from Craig, number 5, Grant Moyer.
So here's Moyer. First pitch. Fastball, down and away. 1 ball and no strikes. So Wirtz not as sharp as he was over the weekend where he had the no-hitter. Nonetheless, looking strong out of the bullpen. Delivers a pitch that is fouled back. 1-1. Clanks on the metal bleachers to the right of us. Spooked some fans out there. One. Breaking ball, chased. 1-2. So 1 ball and 2 strikes. Wirtz gets Moyer to chase. Moyer has an opportunity for his second RBI. Picked up an RBI 2 innings ago in the fourth. 1-2. Called strike 3. Rings him up. So It's a fastball right down Broadway that Wirtz blows by him. Second strikeout for Danner. Both of them backwards Ks. Brings up Avery Lorman. Ground out and a single so far. Takes the first pitch in the turf. 1 ball and no strikes. Sprague, a tough team, not going down without a fight. There's a strike thrown from Wirtz, 1-1. Roseburg, with their win yesterday, moved up to number 5 in the USA rankings. That's out of 48 teams at the 6A ranks. 1-1, popped in the air out towards the first base side, out of play, foul. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Yesterday they were number 8, beating number 7, North Medford. So the Indians up to number 5 now in the rankings. 1-2. Lined out towards right field for a base hit. That'll bring in Jace Dalton. Avery Lorman has an RBI single to cut the lead down to 5. It's the 8th hit of the day for Sprague. They're actually out hitting Roseburg today, 8-4. Yet they trail 7-2. First pitch, breaking ball in the zone for a strike, 0-1. Sullivan Puckett at the plate, a single and a strikeout looking so far. The 0-1. Slider just misses. 1 ball and 1 strike. Wirtz looks back towards first base, now comes set. 1-1 pitch. Looked at for a strike, 1-2. So the Indians lead 7-2 with 1 out in the top of the 6th inning. Trying to stretch it to the finish line. 1-2 pitch. Just misses. 2-2. Wirtz looks to first. Now delivers. Called strike 3. Another strikeout for Danner Wirtz, his 2nd of the inning. 2 away. 3rd strikeout overall in the game, and all of them have been backwards Ks, so 3 looking strikeouts today for the young freshman. Now 2 gone, 1 on for Holden Rasmussen in the 7-2 ball game in the top of the 6th. Swing and a miss on the first pitch, gets behind Robbins, and advancing over to second was Avery Lorman. Pitch was low. It was Rasmussen really golfing for it. Masters start tomorrow, maybe a day early. No balls and a strike. The pitch from Wirtz. Got on and missed. 0-2. Rasmussen reached on a single in the 3rd and then reached on an error last inning in the 5th. No balls and 2 strikes. Sprague a chance for another run. 0-2. Outside. 1-2. Roseburg led 7-0 after 3. 7-1 after 5, and now the score 7-2 after 1 run coming in on an RBI hit by Avery Lorman. 1-2. Popped in the air towards center field. St. Clair charges in and makes the catch for out number 3. Sprague scores 1 run on 2 hits and leave 1 stranded. No errors defensively. The score is 7-2 as we head to the bottom of the 6th here on 541radio.com and the score 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in the backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
At Douglas County Farmers Co-op, we want your four-legged friends to be healthy and happy. That's why we stock a carefully curated selection of pet, equine, and livestock supplies. From the premium foods your pets crave to grooming and show supplies that help you shine in the show ring, you'll find it at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our knowledgeable staff are here to help with those tough pet and livestock care questions. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Bottom of the sixth inning, it is 7-2. Roseburg with the lead. Roseburg a chance for extra insurance here in this one. Special thanks to our sponsor, Bowers Industrial, a proud supporter of our local community and youth sports, as well as Quality Fence, doing it right for you. Call 541-664-2281 or visit qualityfenceco.com. First pitch here in the bottom of the sixth inning, misses outside. 1 ball and no strikes to Dane St. Clair. 1-0 up high. 2 balls and no strikes to St. Clair. Followed by Cal Robbins and Jake Johnson. Meat of the order, 2, 3, and 4. Now 3 balls and no strikes to St. Clair. Walked, grounded into a double play, and hit by a pitch so far today. 3-0 pitch. Fastball in the zone for a strike. 3-1. Pitch from Rodell. Fouled away by St. Clair. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Indians scored 3 runs in the first, 1 in the second, 3 in the third. No runs since. 3-2 pitch. Taken low. It's a walk. St. Clair walks. It's another walk issued today by the Olympians pitchers. Tons of walks today. It's been a long game. Again, we'll get you over to the Blazers game as fast as possible. Currently the score 9-8. Utah in favor with 8:18 to play in the first quarter. Throw back towards first base. St. Clair dives back there safely. Indians today still with just 4 hits. They have 7 runs on the afternoon. First pitch to Robbins. Misses low. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Indians would take any extra insurance they can get before the 7th. Trying to hang on and improve to 7-3 on the season. Pitch low. Now 2 balls and no strikes. Sprague, a team that has traveled near and far. Yesterday they were up at Sandy, but over the spring break week they were down in California. Had some games in Orange County. Picked up an impressive win against Irvine High School. Went 2-2 down there in Southern California. 2-0. Pitch low. 3 balls and no strikes. See if Cal gets the green light here. 2 RBI day for him. 3-0. Robbins crushes the ball deep towards left field. Puckett back, and makes the catch on the run towards one of the deeper parts of the ballpark. First out is recorded. And this may be it for Jackson Riddell. Coach coming out. Luke Buchheit, the head coach. Brian Stinnett, the assistant coach, with Keith Chabot, Brennan Bobb, and Tyson Giza. Pitching change happening. So that'll do it for Jackson Riddell. We'll let you know who the new pitcher is on the other half of this break. 7-2 the score with a runner at first and one out near in the bottom of the sixth on 541radio.com and the score 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
I'm confused by the huge market swings.
Get a better understanding of your finances. At Palm Wealth Management, we care about your priorities and help restore financial security. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Do I have enough money put away to retire?
Plan for your future with confidence. At Palm Wealth Management, we'll help you see a clear path to financial peace of mind. Call Palm Wealth Management today.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you. Just ask your neighbor.
They reflect a style as unique as you are. They make first impressions. They provide space, add lasting beauty, and security. Quality is a reflection of who you are. That's why all your fencing projects begin here.
Quality Fences, doing it right for you.
Kane Chaffin is the new pitcher into the game for the Sprague Olympians. Comes in with a runner at first, one out in a 7-2 ball game. Roseburg with the lead. Comes in for Jackson Riddell, 4 2/3, 3 hits, 4 runs. Had a total of 5 walks, 2 hit by pitches, and 2 strikeouts. So combined today, a total of 12 walks or hit by pitches. Been a busy day on the base paths for Roseburg. Just not a ton of hits, only 4 to show for, but they lead it by 5.
Number 17, Jake Johnson.
So Jake Johnson comes up to the plate, runner at first, facing off against the new pitcher and Kane Chaffin. Chaffin, delivers a pitch that's outside. Throw down to second, not in time. A stolen base for Roseburg. Amos Bowers comes in and gets the stolen base. Scratch that, that is Dane St. Clair out there. So St. Clair gets the stolen base. Now runner in scoring position for Roseburg here in the bottom of the 6th. And now St. Clair may be caught in a pickle. Leaning towards third, they throw it to third. Now throw back towards second. The tag is applied by Jace Dalton. So St. Clair being aggressive on the base paths. He's eliminated. Just like that, 2 outs. And now nobody on here in the bottom of the 6th. So Jake Johnson with a 1 ball and no strike count with nobody on. Trying to extend the inning for Roseburg. Chaffin winds and fires. Down and away. 2 balls and no strikes. Thank you for joining us today. If you're watching on YouTube, you can subscribe. 1490 the score. We'll have Roseburg baseball all season long. 2-0 grounded towards the left side of the infield. Backhand by Moon, the shortstop. The throw to first base in time to retire Johnson for the final out. A walk, but 3 up, 3 down they go. We're now going to head to the 7th inning. Roseburg trying to close it out here on 541radio.com and the score 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Turn your home into your dream sanctuary with help from Douglas County Farmers Co-op. For over 100 years, we've carried everything you need to keep your garden and crops green and growing, including a large selection of soil mixes, composts, fertilizers, and other soil amendments. You'll also find stones, boulders, gravel, and more to add structure and diversity to your yard. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Successful companies have a very important secret. Good advertising works and makes them money. That's why your business should contact Lotus Media Group. Let us help you cash in with multimedia advertising. Multiple touches from Douglas County's only Google certified partner and most effective advertising platform. Web, broadcast, print. Make it happen. LotusMediaGroupLLC.com.
We're moving out of the top of the 7th inning. The first batter at the top of the order for Sprague, number 13, Henry Moon.
Top of the 7th inning, 7-2 the score. Roseburg with the lead. Tanner Wirtz back out there to try to close things out. First pitch, down and away, a ball. 1 ball and no strikes. Holden Rasmussen. Got shot Henry Moon to the plate. First pitch. Make it second pitch, down and away. 2 balls and no strikes. So Henry Moon, Riley Wilson, Andrew Moon, 2 up. Top of the order. 2-0 pitch. Inside. Now 3 balls and no strikes to Henry, the leadoff hitter today. Singled in the first, grounded into a double play in the third. And then flew out to left field in the 5th. 3-0 pitch from Wirtz. Up and inside. It's a 4-pitch walk. So the Olympians have a base runner.
Next batter, number 2, Riley Wilson.
Riley Wilson will come up to the plate. Just give you an update on that Portland Trailblazers game. It is 19-16. Portland with the lead, 3:46 to play in the first quarter. Again, we'll get you to that game as quick as possible. As soon as this game wraps up, we'll do a quick post-game show and then get you over to Utah for the Blazers and Jazz. Riley Wilson takes a strike. No balls and a strike. Wilson, ground out to second, walk in the 4th, and then a single in the 5th. Runner at first, nobody out. Wirtz delivers the 0-1. That's flied out towards right field, pretty deep for Fletcher Coleman, who makes the catch running towards the line for out number 1. One out. Runner at first, 7-2 the score. Roseburg 2 outs away from improving to 7-3 on the season. Sprague looking for a big comeback to improve to 6-3, but right now they find themselves heading towards 5-4. Here's Andrew Moon. His brother Henry at first. First pitch up and inside, 1-0. Both of them heading down south to California. Going to go play for the LMU Lions. Beautiful ballpark that Loyola Marymount has. 1-0 in the turf, 2-0. They got the blue monster out there at LMU. It's like the green monster, but a blue one because their colors are blue and red. 2-0. Breaking ball in the zone for a strike, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Wirtz pitch. Just outside. 3-1. Indians middle of the infield playing at double play depth. 3-1. Fastball in the zone for a strike, 3-2. So a full count to Andrew Moon. Wirtz trying to close it out. 3-2. Belted out towards left field. Back is Black, and he leaps and makes the catch. Impressive play by A.J. Black out in left field. 2 away. Really good contact for Moon. Certainly sent it into orbit, but a nice leaping play in left field by A.J. Black.
Next batter would be number 3, Boyd Messman.
And now Boyd Messman comes up to the plate. Runner at first, 2 out, 7-2 the score. Sprague down to their final out. Pitch down and away from Tanner Wirtz. 1 ball and no strikes. 5-run game. 1-0. Ground ball towards the left side, and it goes foul. 1 ball and 1 strike. Wirtz, the big right-hander, looks towards first. Now set at the waist, glaring into his catcher, Cal Robbins. Pitch down and away, gets past the mitt of Robbins advancing the runner to second. You could see Cal was a little upset. Two balls and a strike. Pitch. Down and away. 3 balls and a strike. On deck is Jace Dalton, who tripled last inning. 3-1. Outside. So a walk. Olympians aren't done yet. Second walk of the inning issued by Danner Wirtz. So Jace Dalton to the plate. 1 for 3. As mentioned, a triple last inning. Came in and scored. Ground out to second and a ground out to third. And his 2 prior ABs. First pitch in the zone for a strike. Inside part of the plate, 0-1. Officially over 2 hours into this baseball game. Runner on the move, the 0-1. Pitch outside, and taking third base is Henry Moon. It's now runners on the corners. 1 ball and 1 strike, the count with 2 outs. Roseburg grinding this one out. 1-1. Bouncer gets behind Robbins. Coming in from third and scoring is Moon. Advancing to second on the play is Boyd Messman. And Sprague has scored a run here in the top of the 7th. Now a big at bat here. With 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. An opportunity here to drive in another run and cut it to 3. 2-1. Fastball, called a strike on the outside part of the plate. The Olympians are down to their final strike. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Wirtz steps off the mound. Now Robbins is going to go talk things over with Danner Wirtz. Special thanks to our sponsor, Southern Septic Service. From residential to commercial, Southern Septic Service has your behind covered. When it comes to septic tank plumbing and inspections, portable toilet rentals, and grease trap cleaning, Southern Septic Service is women and veteran owned and a proud supporter of our local sports teams. Wirtz steps off the mound once again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Pitch from Wirtz. Lifted in the air out towards right field, and it trails foul. So we'll do the 2-2 again. Again, the Olympians down to their final strike. Wirtz looks towards second. The 2-2. Grounded up the middle. Burke fields the shortstop, sidearms it to first, and the game is over. Roseburg wins it 7-3. They improved to 7-3 on the season. And they pick up a big non-league win against the Sprague Olympians. Roseburg got off to a strong start. 3 runs in the first, 1 in the second, and 3 in the third. That's all the offense they needed. And despite only having 4 hits today, they win this one by 4. We'll take a quick 2-minute timeout, wrap things up, and get you over to the Blazers game here on 541radio.com. And the score, 92.3 FM and 1490 AM.
Hey there, sports fans. Thanks for watching this local sporting event online at 541radio.com. Did you know there's more than one way to watch games online? You can watch games on your laptop or desktop computer, your tablet, or even your smartphone just by going to 541radio.com. But we also use YouTube to stream all of our video broadcasts, which means you could be watching this game on your big screen TV with a number of different streaming devices. You can stream our live YouTube broadcast through your PlayStation or Xbox gaming device, or through streaming devices like Google Chromecast, Apple TV, or Roku. There's plenty of ways to follow this live local sporting event. Plus, you can find past events archived on 1490 The Score's YouTube channel. Find us on YouTube and subscribe today to keep up with the latest in local sports coverage.
My wife and I moved to Oregon to raise a family, set our roots, and to have a lot of fun outdoors. We quickly realized that we needed a truck or a rig for the projects that we were doing in our backyard. When we were looking to find a place to finance our truck, we asked our patients, and everyone recommended Cascade Community Credit Union. It was so easy to work with Cascade. Everything was done via email, phone, and we didn't even need to go in. I can't wait to finish up the projects in the backyard, go on more adventures in our truck with our boys, and I look forward to working with Cascade again in the future.
At Douglas County Farmers Co-op, we want your four-legged friends to be healthy and happy. That's why we stock a carefully curated selection of pet, equine, and livestock supplies. From the premium foods your pets crave to grooming and show supplies that help you shine in the show ring, you'll find it at Douglas County Farmers Co-op. Our knowledgeable staff are here to help with those tough pet and livestock care questions. Stop by or shop at DouglasCountyFarmersCoop.com.
Back here at Bill Gray Legion Stadium, champion Car Wash Field. Roseburg wins this one 7-3. They had 4 hits today, 2 errors defensively. It didn't matter. They won it by 4. Sprague 3 runs, 8 hits, and an error. Overall, Riley Cheney's going to pick up the win. 3 innings pitched with a run allowed on 3 hits, a walk, and 2 strikeouts. The 1 run was an unfortunate one. He walked the leadoff batter in the 4th. He was pulled, and then Danner Wirtz allowed him to come in. Actually, I believe it was an unearned run, as it was an error that advanced the runner into scoring position, and the runner came in to score with 2 outs. Regardless, Danner Wirtz came in through 4 innings, allowed 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 walk, and 3 strikeouts. Roseburg wins this one and advances now to 7-3 on the season with the 7-3 victory. This one, a non-league game, so they're still 3-1 in league play. Sprague now 5-4 on the season. The Indians will be at home versus Sheldon on Tuesday. Then they'll be on the road for a doubleheader next Saturday at South Eugene. For Sprague, they got a home game on Friday coming up against Lake Ridge, a busy week for them. 3 games in 1 week, Wednesday, Tuesday, and then Friday. Next week, they got a Wednesday road game to Beaverton and then a home game versus Sherwood on the Friday. 7-3, the final. Roseburg wins this one. Special thanks to Adam Blue, the athletic director at Roseburg High School, to our producer back in studio, Dale Cranford. I'm Knight Uretsky saying so long from Bill Gray Legion Stadium at Champion Car Wash Field. We'll see you next Tuesday back at home here on 541radio.com and the Score 92.3 FM and